G'day everyone, welcome to another video from Sweeney's Creek Farm. This is another video in line with our philosophy of reuse and recycle. You might remember in a previous video we mentioned our bull Resi was a wannabe soccer player, and he had a water tank that he used to headbutt around the paddock playing soccer with it. Well, this is the tank, and we had it set up on a stand collecting some water, and we moved to another spot and Julianne started to fill some water up in it and realised that there was more water coming out of it, out of a few of these nasty little holes that have rusted their way through, than what she was putting in. So it's no longer of any use as a tank, but it is of good use as a garden bed. So what we're going to do is cut it in half through the middle here, which will give us about 60 centimetres or 2 feet round garden bed, top and bottom. And that's going to be added to our garden area. And this year we're going to try and plant some potatoes in it and see how we go with those. It's a nice simple process, just need to cut through, get it in half, and I've got an area of land up there ready to go, all nice and flat. I'm going to be using an angle grinder that we've had for a little while, and I don't know if I've mentioned this one. This is another one of the Ryobi series, the 1 series, using the large double battery. This is a battery powered angle grinder, and I've found this to be absolutely sensational and really good to use. Does it go as long, or is it as powerful as a corded angle grinder? No, it's not. But the convenience of it is really sensational, and with these double-sized batteries it will run for quite a while, and it means that you can take the angle grinder out and do little jobs here and there without the need of running power out to it. So it's very similar to our little chainsaw that we've done a review of as well. It has its limitations, but that's offset by just how handy it is, and it's a great little tool. At the moment I don't have a corded angle grinder. This is the only one I've got, and I'm going to cut this tank in half and just show you just exactly how well it works. Whenever using an angle grinder, always remember safety. Remember your safety gear, eye coverage and earmuffs, regardless of what type of angle grinder or power tool that you're using. Angle grinders actually put more people in hospital than power saws, so they are a tool to be taken very seriously and given the respect that they need. So with that in mind, I'm going to start cutting this little baby up. Blade change on these is really simple. It's got a locking mechanism there with all angle grinders. And then just, go the right way, Steve. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Once those blades get down to a small size, it becomes difficult and unsafe. So it's always best to get a good sized blade on. Apologies for the quality of the video here. We're working in the shade at the moment. It's a little bit dark, but hopefully you can see everything that's going on. And then just a matter of using that tool to tighten him up. Always check manually just to make sure that that's running fine, not hitting anything. Any wobble or contact on there can make that blade shatter. We're good to go again. Battery's starting to get a bit low. As you can see, it doesn't have a massive amount of life. These do take a lot of power. Would it be easier with a bigger angle grinder or a corded one? Absolutely. But I just wanted to show you the longevity of these. Certainly, if you want an angle grinder for just the odd job here and there, cutting a bolt off, something you can take down in the back paddock, get 5, 10, 15 minutes worth of work out of it, these are fantastic. I do need to change the battery again. And there we go. We got there. And that's going to make a really nice little garden bed. Whew. So as you can see, it's a great little tool. You know, I really pushed it to do a job that it's really stretching to do, but it stood up to it. The only issue, of course, is just the battery power, but that's always an issue with battery-powered power tools. So yeah, for what it is, it's done a great job. Cut it nicely in half. So now we just have to get it in the garden bed and get them filled up and get some spuds in there. Now that I've got these cut in half, just going to put them in place. We're in the middle of doing some fencing here at the moment. It's very wet and mushy underfoot. It's not ideal, but if we don't put them in now before we put the fence up, it's going to be really difficult to get them in and get them filled up with dirt. So while we've got the fence down, just going to put them in a little area here. I've levelled out a couple of plateaus, which should keep them roughly level. The other issue is we've got some seed potatoes inside and they've already chitted and they're ready to go into the ground. And if we delay too much longer, they're just not going to make it. So we really need to get these potato beds set up and give them a chance to get in the ground and start growing. So I'll get them in place and then I'll get the bucket on the tractor and get some dirt in there for them. Just going to put this one to the side to start off with so that I can get my tractor in to fill that one up. I have put some drainage holes in this one just with the crowbar, but it is going to need a few more, maybe a bit more of a hole just to let the earthworms to get up into it too. Down the ground a little bit this end.
That's perfect that way. Give me a high five.
Didn't think I was too far away.
And there you have it. We have the two tanks together. As you'll see, this one has a very smooth edge here, so that one will be fine. This one here was the middle of where we cut. So we are going to get a little bit of poly pipe and put around that just to protect it because it is a little bit sharp. So we'll do that in an upcoming video. So we put all the dirt in these beds and then we put some of our compost in. This bed and this bed are now ready for the potatoes to go in. I do have too many potatoes, so I'm going to have to create something somewhere, but as you can see, it's still a little bit muddy, so we'll have to figure that one out. I do have the half of an IBC, which I was considering actually using as well. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. We've made use of something that was of little use around the farm, and looking forward to seeing how these potatoes go. Thanks guys, and have a great day.